This is Deborah Jay Kelly, welcome back. We've actually reached the end now of the Star Awards and we're just doing a few little interviews just to end this show. So I've got a lady here, she's got an incredible story. I'm going to pretend like I don't actually know it and I'm going to ask you your name and maybe to tell the public what you told me.
My name is Placida Acheru and I work with women to help them grow their businesses. And the next 2 years, 2017 and to 2019, I'll be helping 200 women to become authors, published authors. But that vision came to being because in 2015 I woke up to be told I'd been in a coma for 24 days. And when I woke up, I couldn't walk or talk, couldn't remember my streets, I had partial memory loss, and I was told that my heart stopped. Basically, I had to relearn everything again, and when I started coming back into reality, it dawned on me that this would have been it. Right. You know, if I didn't come out of that coma, that would have been it. Right. I would have been gone. And I started to say to myself, have I really served? Have I really helped all the women that I want to serve? And I have been working with women for 8 years before then, but I just had to feel like there's more, and I haven't unleashed. This is what I said to women. I say, unleash your potential. Right. And I said, have I really unleashed my potential? And so I decided I was going to help 200 women in the next 2 years to become published authors, and women who have always dreamed to be authors but never got around to doing it because, of course, childcare comes in and life comes in. So many things stops them from making that goal happen. And I said, I'm going to help them, and also to help women who have gone through critical illness like myself and are still making something happen. They're still helping other women. They're still forging on in spite of all the things going on behind the scene. I'm supporting all those women to say, keep going, don't stop.
That's an incredible thing to do. And tell us, how was it to have to learn everything again? You said that you'd had to learn to walk again.
You know what? I began to appreciate life. The first time I had a shower myself, like actually rubbed my body myself without being helped, it meant a lot to me that I could do it. And I couldn't come out of the bathroom, I had to be carried out. And then the first day I lifted my leg out of the bathtub, I was like, wow, I've done it. So every step was a big celebration for myself and my husband, celebrating every victory. The first time I was able to stretch my hands up because I couldn't raise my limbs, my hands were, very weak because I have been lying up for so long, so all my joints were very weak. And I couldn't sit up straight, so they used to pad me up to sit up straight with pillows, because if they don't pad me, I'm going to fall forward or fall sideways like that. So, but the first time I was able to do any little step was a big celebration, praising God and thanking God and just being happy that I was able to do it. And it just made me realize how much we take for granted the fact that we can get out of bed and make ourselves breakfast. I like washing dishes, and I couldn't wash dishes because I was so tired every time. So the first time I told my husband, let me wash the dishes, and I actually washed one plate. I washed one plate. It felt like, wow, I've achieved so much, because every little thing took so much energy out of me, but I appreciate life so much more now.
I can imagine, out of great sickness or illness sometimes comes great enlightenment, actually. I had a similar experience myself, actually. I was quite ill and then I came out of it, and I think sometimes it just makes us appreciate things so much more. So you've made a full recovery now?
I have made a full recovery. I still have to go to hospital every month for exchanges and transfusions, because they said my organs failed during the period. That's why I had to be on the life support machine. And so I'm still being supported medically monthly with some medications. Apart from that, I think, I'm doing really well. I'm standing on my feet. I'm here for the award.
It's amazing. I'm going to cuddle her because she's just an incredible woman. So why authors, and how can an author find you? How can somebody, if they want to?
They can find me through my website. I'm online on social media, placidaacheru.com. placidaacheru.com.
Okay.
And Facebook, if you just put Placida, it's a very unique name, so it's very easy to find me. So once you
That's
put
like
it
the opera singer, isn't it?
Yes,
You
yes,
see
Placido,
Flamingo.
exactly. So if you remember Placido, and then you remember
That's right.
Placido.
Yeah.
And yes, so if you just do that online on Google search, I'm up there on LinkedIn, on all the social media platforms. If you can't remember the website address, well, you would find me. And why authors? Because books live longer than
They
you.
do.
You know, and you can reach thousands
Yes, you
from
can.
one location. You know, your book can go to different countries
Yes.
while you're in one location, and you may never actually travel to those countries where your books will
Yes.
go way,
Yes, that's
you know,
right.
and touch lives. So that's why books.
Yeah. Fantastic. It's been a pleasure to talk to you, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you too. Thank you.
That was amazing. I want to cuddle her now. That's it. Amazing woman.